This is Dr. James, and I had a question about the ulcers that kids can sometimes get in their mouth. So there's two things we're going to deal with. We're going to deal with blistering type lesions in your mouth. So if your kid is sick, has a fever, and has lots of blisters or sores in their mouth, that's a different topic. That's going to be something like hand, foot, and mouth disease. Maybe in babies, some thrush that's presenting weird. Even chickenpox can have oral lesions. In the severe cases, it could be a condition called Stevens-Johnson syndrome or a herpes simplex 1. So if you have a very bad, sick baby, the kid that's not one to eat, that's just got sores all over their mouth, that is completely different, and you need to see your doctor right away because they need to figure out which one of these disease processes it is and how do they need to treat that. But what we're going to talk about today are these little ulcers, and they're commonly called canker sores or aphthous ulcers, and they're a pain. They're annoying and they hurt. They hurt worse, if something scrapes up against it, or if you bite it, or if you get something that's extremely salty or acidic, it would burn. So how do you get these and how do you make them go away? So these are really stress ulcers. And so they're not really indicative of something specific. They're more like from a body stressor. And when we're talking about stress to kids, we're not talking about, oh, I can't pay the bills. We're talking about body stressors like I haven't slept enough, or I haven't been eating enough. I do have stress like I have a test too. I've been sick. And so it's not specific for that illness. It's just that I'm sick and my body is stressed out. Other ways you can stress out your body is by eating different foods. So like some kids, if they eat too much tomato sauce or tomato paste, if they eat too many sour things like, lemons or warheads, or, too much citrus like orange juice, sometimes they can start to get these. And these are painful. And so they just kind of, if you don't do anything at all, they're going to go away on their own as long as you don't pick at them and bite them. There's different things that I've heard on how to take care of them. The one thing that I use is I usually tell people to pick up some Maalox or Mylanta and just take like a Q-tip and just paint it on the lesion, just so it kind of bonds to that ulcerating lesion, makes it feel a little better, maybe makes it heal a little bit better. In the severe cases, we may mix together some stuff we call magic mouthwash, which is equal parts Benadryl, Maalox, and viscous lidocaine. Again, you'd have to have a prescription to be able to get the viscous lidocaine. And that can sometimes, make it feel better in extreme situations. But for the most part, just some tincture of thyme will make it go away, and try to avoid things that are going to make it worse, like really like hard things, like a Doritos chips, probably not going to feel real good going across this. Or your citrusy things like lemons or orange juice, or foods that have a lot of tomato sauce or tomato paste may, one, hurt, but also make these last a little bit longer. So if you're having canker sores or aphthous ulcers, you look and try and see what's the trigger, what's the body stressor, see if you can reduce that. And then you can do some of those little home remedies to try and make it feel better.